anybody's box highlighted at the bottom would go back and forth naturally when I talk and you talk, which would be great for the hangout.
Okay. All right, so I'm just trying to see how we can get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I can see that. What I've tried to do, and that's why having that wide angle lens is really important in the fisheye that I've been using, is because, and that's why I found like an extra use for it when I started doing these hangout videos. I was like, oh my gosh, this is another reason why people are going to need these, because if you're going to absolutely like interview somebody, you need to have what you have, which is which allows you to get in the frame, and then also your actual computer there.
Exactly. All right, I'm getting a bit of feedback, so maybe cut that mic. Can you still hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn you up a little bit. Where are we? Okay.
We can also see your image in the hangout if it's too distracting. Yeah. And some people, what they do is they'll literally just put the live stream right on the hangout. Like literally, like if you don't have a wide angle lens, that's really, what you can do is you can, and this is good. I mean, you're just, this is all part of the learning process. Bottom line is, yeah, it will go back and forth between me and you. And I've seen a lot of people that don't have the wide angle lenses do that so that, somebody can actually see me in the live stream exactly like you're doing right there. Focus on the hangout, yeah, and then it'll go back and forth. I'll take off my sidebar right there, and that way you won't see that. And then also you might want to take your sidebar off there too. Just well.
The toolbox down there.
Yep.
Where are we?
There you go.
Should be disappearing. It hasn't got all the maps up there.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys are seeing that. There's a lot of moving parts to this. Is Chocolate Johnny gonna get on?
Yeah, I think we should get Chocolate Johnny on as well. I've sent him a link to the Hangout, so hopefully he'll be on there as well. So I'll just do a quick intro for those who are just joining us now. So what's best to sort of focus on Periscope? Well, I may as well just focus on here because that way you get the sort of best of it. So I've just launched the website socialmedialegend.com. I've tried to time it perfectly, but as we're seeing, like all of these moving parts, as you said, there's so much to configure. There's so much going on, but this all sort of spurred on with Periscope and following you, Ryan, and I just thought I'd give it a try. So basically we're just going for it today. I think we just want to chat a little bit about yourself, sort of where you've come from. I know you've been on Periscope for about 7 weeks, if I recall. And
about 7 or 8 weeks, yeah.
You've become like the go-to gadget guy. And I tried out one of your strategies, well, 2 of your strategies, which have got me where I am with you right now, and also gotten both of us in conversations with Rode Mike. So I thought that was really interesting, amazing strategy. So again, I'll just do a quick flip around. Guys, for those on Periscope, feel free to just hit the little Perry buddy down here and share with your followers. This is going to be a big one. So, I'll leave it over to you, Ryan. Thanks very much.
Yeah, no doubt. It's really cool, Adam. And I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, bottom line is that the whole Periscope phenomenon is taking off. There's a lot of people that are using this tool to do all kinds of things. It's so new. I'm just like playing around with it, and I'm realizing that like what happened the other day. I mean, we realized that if you literally just share, if you create a Periscope and you put the @ symbol in for the company that you're trying to target for a brand that you want to get as a sponsor, and you put the hashtag for the product that they have, and then you ask the people on the Periscope to retweet and to favorite the tweet, because as you know, the Periscope titles go right into Twitter as a tweet, and look what happened. I mean, you had an Australian-based company all over you like white on rice within 30 minutes, and then I saw you do that because, to be quite honest, I didn't think anybody else was going to do it, and you did it like literally like that night, and then I'm like, and you chatted me like, I got Rode mics on one of my scopes, and then I got it because they're one of the people that I'm doing my best to get sponsors actually as well for the Periscope Summit, because I'm one of the guys that's out there like trying to get, do sponsorships and get sponsors for the summit, because I mean, let's face it, if there's any company that's a good fit for sponsoring a live streaming summit, for goodness sakes, it's a microphone manufacturer that makes one of the best, if not the best, microphones for live streaming from a smartphone, and or Olloclip, which makes one of the best lenses. And this is proof, in the pudding right here. You can see, what happens if you get, and one of the challenges you guys have there, which blows my mind, and I've learned this, I didn't realize that Amazon was as tough as it is to get Amazon to ship things, to Australia or even to the UK, because, I tried to get, my whole scope stack in the hands of Alex Pettit, and we realized early on, I was like, all right, I'm just going to send it to you. And then I was like, I can't send it to you, like it was as much as I wanted to, just so that he can actually like experience it, because I knew that he was going to want to use something like that. Anyway, I've talked about a lot of stuff. I want to make sure that I'm following your lead in terms of, Chocolate Johnny's trying to get on, by the way. He said.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Let's bring Chocolate Johnny, and I'll see if I've added him to the.
So Adam, what you want to do is you know how to grab the link. Did you just the little plus, the little person with the plus next to it in the middle of your screen there?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, you click on that, and that'll allow you to invite people. Yeah. And it'll actually, there's a link that you can grab. That's the link, Adam, that you actually want to send to Chocolate Johnny. You want it. What's his first name? Is it Chocolate?
It is actually Sir Sweetness of Chocolate. Let me just I'll send him a DM on Twitter. I think that'll be easier.
Well, what's worked for me is, yeah, exactly. It's just sending it right through Twitter, because that's, we know that we're all on Twitter. So, I mean, that always works. Don't tempt him. Yeah, right. Exactly. He's going to change his name. Somebody said, and that's how a lot of this stuff happens. I mean, I came up with the scope stack just from talking to somebody over Periscope, because of the interact. It was actually Brian Bell, who's one of the mastermind brainchilds of the Periscope Summit. We were talking, and he's like, man, that's a scope stack you got there, and
exactly. Cool. So I've just hit refresh on my website. It should be live now as well. So I've just launched that now. So if anyone wants to head over to socialmedialegend.com, that's gone live right now, just in time with our little chat, Ryan. So,
well, Adam, you can share your screen as well. So just if you wanted to share your screen to show people, I would go to that in the upper left-hand corner. There's a little green box with the arrow in it.
Nice one. Okay.
Just click on that. You can share your screen, and you can show people, your website there really quick. That'd be there. You go.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, just gone into the abyss.
Yeah, just show. Yeah, go to another tab where you can show your actual website there, and then people. And that's one of the big tools. We used to use this tool a lot in our company here. We used to do all of our meetings over Google Hangout, especially initially. But yeah, so hopefully Chocolate Johnny can join. It does.
Yeah, just sending the link via DM. There we go. I think he's jumping in. We've got Chocolate Johnny from Perfection Chocolate.
Chocolate Johnny's made it.
Welcome, Johnny. So good for joining us. Thank you. Yeah, Ryan and I were just chatting around brands and sort of using Periscope to get a sort of launch pad, and I thought it'd be great to get you involved as well. So thanks for taking the time today. I know you're a very busy chocolatier, and you too. I'd obviously like you two to meet formally. I think we've got some chocolates to swap hands. So
I was on Periscope the other day and with Ryan, and he was talking about brands, and all I was typing hundreds of times. I'm sending you a sample box. I'm sending you a sample box. Don't worry about Rode Mike and Olloclip. It's Perfection Chocolates.
I love it, man. That's what, and I'm telling you, you get one of those chocolate cupcakes with chocolate chips to Mark Shaw, and he will flip out.
I love that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I've been tempting Mark Shaw.
Yeah, you just gotta do that. He's in Florida, as you know, right now, and I was on his scope earlier, and I gave him a hard time because he said privacy, and he said it in the way that only a UK person could say, and I kept typing and he kept saying, I'm like, I just wanted to hear you say it again, and then he busted out with the chocolate cupcakes. He knows I love hearing it, so. It was great to he would really love that. It'd be awesome. It is great to be able to meet you, because like I've seen you on my scopes. One of these days, I don't know. Are you going to the New York Summit or?
Oh mate, it's a bloody dream of mine. One of my mates who I've met through Periscope, Dan Moore, he's going to be there as well. So it's just there's too much on at the moment. But if I can get there, mate, I'm full on and ready to go.
Okay, good. I know it's quite a trip. We've actually, my fiance and I have been really wanting to go down to Australia. So now I've got some people. You guys, Tim Peach, all the guys from Periscope. I definitely have a lot more friends down there over the past 2 months through the Periscope community. It's funny. It's ironic. I've actually got a good number. How many clients do we have in Australia? Would you say probably 20% of our?
Probably about 20.
Yeah, we got probably 20% of our customer base, of our clients. Are you leaving?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Are in Australia or New Zealand, and so it's funny how we've really grown our business because a lot of them are property management companies. We've kind of gone after that niche and we've helped them with their reputation and stuff. So it's kind of it's cool. So I've got some reasons now to come down there. I might be speaking down there and stuff. So when I do, where is your? Yeah.
I might as well sorry, Adam. I might as well tell you. Right, Adam and I and a few others, we're going to try and organise Australia Periscope Summit, mate. So you got to get your butt down here.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, you guys. I mean. And it's funny when I look on the map, it looks like nobody's scoping from Australia, and I know there is. It's like you guys. There's something on that map feature that is off when it comes to Australia because I know there's a ton of you guys scoping down there, and it's like I don't really see a whole bunch of people. Yeah, I mean, and I would love to come down there. When are you guys thinking about doing that?
Well, we've got to look at definitely May next year because you've got San Francisco in February. So May, June, it needs a year to organise, mate. It's not easy. It's just a brain thing that came all of a sudden. And I said to Adam, and I've got a few of the other guys, they all want to do it. Get a few of you guys down here because honestly, Ryan, and there's not many Aussies on this thing at the moment. So we really need to push it. Adam and I really want to push the Aussie contingent.
Yeah. I think, as you said, Ryan, like. There are quite a few people who are scoping in Australia. Like it is definitely growing, but the market's just not quite there. So like when you do look on the map, there aren't always a ton of people doing it. But perfect opportunity to get it growing. So I just want to get all you guys together because it's a perfect platform for connecting everyone like this. So many like-minded people. And I was saying to Johnny yesterday that no matter what. All this live feedback we're getting, it's always positive. It's always brand building and helping you get to the next step. And, Ryan's been here helping me sort of get all this set up. And Johnny, you've been with me from the start as well. So it's just about creating these sort of networks and this real-time stuff that's amazing. So how do you think, like, Johnny, you're a perfect example of a brick-and-mortar store. Like, how do you see that evolving? Like, it's already obvious for digital brands and brands in the online space, but what about brick and mortar?
Well, look, mate, I did my first Periscope sale, so I just wanted to see how it went, and I'd made these chocolate freckles, and all I hear about is digital. Well, Chocolate Johnny doesn't have any digital products yet, and that's another thing that bricks and mortar can look at, that they also can do a digital product. So I did a chocolate freckle sale, 24 hours, put it up on the whiteboard, made it all, didn't look nice and neat. It was one product that I sell for $20, put it for $16, Australia only, 3 minutes, $160 sale, 3 minutes. I mean, I thought, okay, if I can do 160 bucks in 3 minutes, imagine when I get this right, and other brick and mortar businesses. So you can, I was thinking of a restaurant. You could do a 24-hour degustation meal. You know, come on, here you go, guys. Come in. This is what you have to bring. Bang. All of a sudden, you get 100 people lining up as it grows and gets bigger. But bricks and mortar can really benefit from this. Really, really benefit.
Wait a second. Okay. So that is phenomenal. So what you're saying is that you did like a better than normal offer. You basically you gave like a 20% discount, and how, just run that by me again one more time, exactly how you did that, John, because that's really interesting. I mean, I work with, you know, brick and mortar companies. I mean, I have over, you know, 70 customers, clients throughout the world, and we help the, you know, the LASIK surgeon, the property management companies, the attorneys, the dentists, the doctors, you know, we help those kind of businesses. And you know, obviously, you know, you've probably seen that I've got every Monday I've got my 7:30, you know, brand using live streaming, and I've got that on my regular schedule, which is a tip that I would definitely give everybody out there. If you're doing this, that you definitely at least want to have, and we were talking about this yesterday with Liza, and I don't know if you saw that, but you know, the meeting I did last night. But bottom line is, you want to have a regularly scheduled event, even if it's just once a week. I mean, and I recommend scoping, you know, if you can, twice a day. But at least have one regular, so that your followers can at least have a place to touch base with you, where they know that you're going to be at least once a week. So, but beyond that, I mean, yeah, I really want you to take me through that, because that's really interesting. Because I've talked to Ryan Bell and a lot of these guys as a digital marketer. Like, I don't know if you saw my whole diagram. You know, all my walls are all white. You know, they're all whiteboards. So
yeah, exactly.
I put this diagram up here after I saw Ryan Bell do this SanDisk, Periscope, where
how cool is that?
It was amazing how many people came on, and everybody wanted to buy. And sometimes these branded guys, they don't really think about, okay, well, how do you get people to take action when they're ready? And, you know, as a digital marketer, that's what we just like, we salivate for. That's the moment that we want to capitalize on, and you've created that. I'm interested to hear exactly how you did that. That's fascinating.
So Ryan and Adam and everyone out there, I scope 2-3 times a day, and I love scoping in our store. I love scoping in the factory. I scope our staff. I scope what we make. But I also do other stuff. I don't make it, oh, Chocolate Johnny again with chocolate. You've got to do other stuff to keep them engaged and come back for more. So yesterday we have our production order comes through from everywhere, and we put it up on the board. And I know I had to make these chocolate freckles. So they're a round freckle. When you guys start talking, I'll run down and grab one so you guys can see. Yeah. And I made some extra, and I thought, what am I going to do? How can I get rid of these? Look, you know, if I put them in the store, I'll sell them. And I thought to myself, don't worry about it. Let's do a chocolate Periscope sale. Hashtag chocolate Periscope sale.
Okay.
And so I thought, okay, I sell them in the store at $20. I can only sell them in Australia. So I wrote on the board. I just started writing. Periscope sale, $20 / $16, Australia only, shipping included. You can write anything on them. So I just got up there. I typed it. I did it on the front of the before I broadcast. I copied it as well, and I just went bang. I said, guys, hey everyone, welcome. This is my first ever Periscope sale. I need to get rid of 10 of these. You guys have got first in. The first 10 emails that come through, you've got it, and I'll write anything I want. And mate, honestly, I mean, Adam bought one as well.
Yeah.
And it went crazy. It went crazy. I still got emails. I got a guy in the UK who says, I don't care how much it costs. I want one. You got to ship it to me.
Yeah.
It's like Periscope, I think, that you can, like, that's the best thing. Like, rather than having a sales page that still highlights those key messages, like, there's something that when you're reading doesn't quite communicate through. But like, if we're sitting here talking and, you know, everyone gives me grief or like gives me a bit of shit about working, it's really good. But like, it becomes part of your brand. Like, people are like, oh, there's that guy who wears the silly hats, or You know, there's the guy who does the chocolate stuff in Sydney, Australia. You know, there's the tech gadget guy with the scope stack, and you become like, these things become your brand, and I think it just translates through that. We keep talking about, I think there are two main filters to really win on Periscope, if you want to call it winning. I'd say like just being authentic and just being like, well, it's just being honest, really, just being honest, open, approachable, like, but being authentic. Like we were saying yesterday, Johnny, that the scammers or people who are just in to try and sell you something like buy one now and get one free, like, you know, chuck in a free pair of knives, like, it's just not going to cut it on here. And sort of what the reason I launched the website, Social Media Legend, I want to help people build up brand awareness in a way that isn't scammy or cheesy. And you guys are doing the exact same thing, which is why I'm loving this connection. So,
Adam, I see. I mean, this is great, and this is very new. And look, you know, in a few months, 7 million people are on it, but definitely the fakers are going to go away. You really. It's amazing. You look at someone, and Adam and I were talking about this yesterday, Ryan. You look at someone, you think, oh yeah, he's good, and then you get that gut feeling, that intuition that says, you know what, I don't like what you're saying, I don't actually like what you're doing, and you just don't see them again. And eventually, I think most people will see it and just go away. So the real heroes will stay on here, I think.
Isn't that interesting? I mean, I think that, you know, and I was talking about this last night, because some people ask me, they're like, why are you know, what's your plan for monetization? You know, what's your plan for making money on this, in this platform? And I responded, I was like, you know what, while I have an overall kind of idea, obviously I want to bring this strategy, the live streaming, to brands. You know, that's why I'm doing my Monday scopes, and that'll happen over time. I mean, bottom line is that I'm having fun. Because what's happened is I was so tired of the delay in creating a YouTube video. I guess I'm a product of the culture today in the U.S. especially. I'll just speak to our culture that we have over here. It's, you know, we've been programmed a little bit to basically have instant gratification, and so I really like that. I like the comments. I like the instant, you know, the instant feedback that I get, that is not delayed, you know, a day or 2 or 3 days or whatever. It's like, and it's not just up to YouTube whether they want to rank my video so that people find it or not. It's about basically like creating a moment, an engagement with people, and creating a connection with people in a format that is as real as you can possibly get. I mean, and that's why, you know, pictures are great. You know, pictures are worth 1,000 words. A video is worth 1,000,000 words.
Mate.
You know, and that's where, you know, and I agree with you, because I think that ultimately the people that are there, we're already kind of seeing it. You know, the people, you know, are gonna rise at the top. There's no, I think that's what's really cool about this. It's a democrat, you know, I don't know, you know, democrat, but it's a natural way, organic way for people to be able to get their message out there. And it's really I think people, and the reason why is because we can see the body language. You know, like 70% of communication is body language, and that's a big part of it. You know, so yeah, I mean, and I'm curious. You know, if you had people send you their emails and then you process the orders. What if you had? Because I'm always thinking as a digital marketer. What if you had a text message opt-in where you could say, hey, type the word Periscope or type the word chocolate to 5885 or Johnny to 5885, and then immediately they get sent a buy now button for that one cupcake that you have for sale or whatever, and they buy it, and then the shipping's all taken care of, it's all done, you know, like that's where this is going, and that's what, you know.
And it's you're so true. And what I've found is I must admit I love all the social media stuff. I love the digital part, and I'm a bit behind. My website's not and I'm the first one to admit it, mate. I'm behind with my lead pages. I'm behind with my branding. I'm behind. But now I'm so reignited. Remember, I've been in this business all my life. For the first time in many years, I'm reignited, I'm passionate about it. People are looking at my product. And that's what I think is going to happen with a lot of brick and mortar guys. And so that's why I'm fixing up, you know, and looking at getting Ontraport eventually, and looking or going to Aweber and looking at doing that tech stuff, which is just amazing. I would love to be sitting there watching my phone going with all these sales, and my distributor in San Francisco or California just shipping it out with, you know, on the trucks. That'd be unreal.
Well, there are like that now, right? I heard, what's his name? Ryan Balello was talking about a service called Join by Text. I think, Ryan, you use something similar like that?
I do. I use two different platforms. One, and you can go to periscoperyan.com, as you guys know, and at the bottom of that page, there's actually a link for the actual tool that I use for that, which is called Instant Customer. Instant Customer is a tool that has been developed for the past 5 years by a guy named Mike Koenig, who's a friend of mine. He's here in San Diego. It works really well. It's a very fast way to build a landing page and to basically like get a keyword that you can then connect to basically a short code, which is the 58885 number. So it allows you to do all that. Now there's another system that is a little bit less expensive that I'm going to be talking about on Friday with my buddy Kevin Madison, who is a big internet marketer that I met at Traffic and Conversion this year. He's built a system because this is the way everything is going. I mean, and this has made it even more evident. You know, we've been hearing for years about the transition from desktop to the smartphone. And this is really confirming that, because like Google Hangout, for example, what we're on right here, this platform obviously was designed for what we're doing right now. Now, is there a place for it? Yes, for this kind of thing. Now, what has happened recently, because this was a 2-year-old technology, 2.5-year-old technology, Google Hangouts, what recently has happened is these other companies have really kind of have leapfrogged and said, you know what, let's make what is Google Hangout available on the smartphone, and that's why they're successful, you know? Yeah. And so anything that you can do to make it, because people, and I can tell you, I think I've been very, very transparent about this, you know, with that Periscope, and and now it's funny because now I'm branded as like Periscope Ryan. Like I saw Brian Fonzo at Social Media Day, and he's like, oh, it's Periscope Ryan, you know, and so it's funny, it's kind of stuck, but here's the really, really cool thing is that this is, like I said, this has really made it evident to me how necessary it is for brick and mortars now to have some sort of text messaging opt-in solution in order for them to be able to take orders like you're doing, Johnny, like right over the smartphone, because that's how people are, you know, that's how people are wanting to transact. They're already on a live stream with you. They're watching you. I've got 25%, by the way, of my opt-ins, my 411 now over the last 7 weeks, have been over the smartphone. The other 75% have been at periscoperyan.com. Now, I will say that there's different solution providers for different countries. Now, what works here in short code in the U.S. does not work in Australia. So you're going to have to find a solution there for Australia. Otherwise, you're gonna have to have people opt in at like on a domain like periscoperyan.com. So, yep.
Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with it, I guess, like sending people to your website and creating those funnels. And there's a lot of people jumping on now who might not have the ideal website set up, or they're a bit worried about not having the scope stack or a tripod or a mic. And Johnny, I know we were saying this the other day, but
we're saying this the other day, mate.
That like pretty much anything, like it's about photography as well. Like the best camera you've got on you is the best camera to use. It's just like your phone. You don't need the mic and the tripod and everything to get started. The best thing to do is just get started. Yep. Now's the perfect time. Like everyone on here is saying now's the time to get on it. Remember that time with YouTube where everyone was like, it's not going to take off. Like with Twitter, why would I want to send 140 characters to someone? They all had this same sort of takeoff period, and it's the same with Periscope right now. So going back to what we said yesterday, Adam, everyone has said to me, they said, oh, you don't have this lens and you don't have a tripod, and they say, oh, all these guys. I said, listen,
these guys started with nothing as well. Do you think Periscope Ryan had all the gizmos? No. He sat there with his bloody hand, walking around, jiggling it around, and then he built up his reputation, and then he put an Olo clip on, and then he put a Rode mic in, and now look what happens. So I've said to these people, just do it. Get on, just turn the thing, press start broadcast, someone will listen.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly it. You know, there's no doubt. I mean, Johnny, you're right on. Here's the bottom line: is that, because what I found and what I've seen from guys like Alex Kahn and Amanda Oleander, I mean, 250,000 followers, and every time she turns her phone on, she's got 700 plus people watching her.
That's
you know,
crazy.
it's like.
Sorry to interrupt. I just noticed our Periscope stream cut out. Ryan, do you want to get that started again, and we can just kick off?
Oh yeah. I can do that. That'd be cool. Oh yeah. You know what? We can do this. Oh yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. Let me. Because I got to do a scope today too. Anyway, how did you? Let me just grab your title if you don't mind.
Yeah, you're good for it, man.
Let me go on to Twitter. That's another little tip right there. Oh, look at that. YOLO. What's that? YOLO, yeah, nice. You only live once, right?
That's it, Ryan. You only live once, brother.
Right. I like it. I love it.
So that's what Ryan. That's what I put on sale yesterday. So it's, you know, I make all these different heart freckles, and you know, I put writing on it. So that's the product I did yesterday, and I just thought, you know, you got to get rid of them, Chocolate Johnny, and we did in 3 minutes.
That's awesome. I think that's really. I mean, that's a really smart. I really want to learn more about what you, because that's a great case study. I didn't really, you know, sometimes even I'm wondering if the, you know, the chocolate company, you know, down the street, you know, if it really is applicable, this technology, to the brick and mortar. I mean, I get, you know, it's like I think about the brands immediately because, you know, well, I think it's funny because everybody thinks about brands immediately because it's TV, and they immediately elevate it, I think, to a higher level because it's the closest thing that we have to really, like, I mean, basically it's a TV in your pocket. And so I think that's why people elevate the status of this stuff. And this platform, or these platforms in Meerkat and now NomadCast and obviously Periscope, and I think that really this is a good lesson for me. I'm learning this right now, and I'm so glad that I was able to meet you, and B, you know, able to hear it from your perspective, because there's not many businesses that are actually taking action, and because of the reason that you just mentioned. And so to hear the perspective from somebody that has taken action, that owns a business, that owns a brick and mortar business, is a very good, unique perspective and a reminder for me as a digital marketer that helps those kind of businesses. So that's really good insight for me, and I'm gonna.
Ryan, you've got to remember that there are a lot of brick and mortar businesses out there that need help, and that's what I found. This is why I love Periscope, because I've always dreamed of helping people and being a mentor, and I've done it a few times, but the reaction that I've gotten from people just ringing me or messaging me and saying, Chocolate Johnny, what you're doing is amazing, help me. And honestly, I don't know where to start. So I'm just concentrating on building the chocolate business, and then that'll evolve to being, you know, like helping people and advising people. I mean, Adam rang me and we spoke, and I'm so proud of what Adam's done. You know, he's this young guy from Melbourne. He steps up, he rings me, we talk, and look what he's done. In only a few weeks, Adam's got social media legend. You know, he wears his funny hat. He's a good-looking boy. He sort of walks around Melbourne. He doesn't shave. I mean, you know, who cares? But he's likable. His content is look who he's connected to now. Everyone knows who Adam is. So yeah, it's amazing. The power of Periscope, I call it, is just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
It is. Let me just, and you're right, because it can happen very fast. I mean, and you don't have to have a Twitter following. You look at Alex Kahn; he had 400 people following him on Twitter. Now he's got over 75,000 people on Periscope. You know.
Ryan, sorry to interrupt. I'll give you, and this is for Adam as well. I love Instagram.
Well, do you guys just want to hold off, Johnny? Wait until we've got Scope up again. If you want, I can hit the stream again, Ryan, or have you got it going?
Yeah, I'll do it here. Hold on. Copy. Yeah, this will be good. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay. Thanks for your patience, gents. I know it's a.
Oh, this is good.
Here, Ryan. This is for you, Ryan. You're my new BFF.
There we go. Awesome. All right, so I've got Chocolate Johnny. I'm meeting him live here over Google Hangouts with Adam. And you pronounce it. How do you pronounce your last name exactly?
You can just try however you like it. It's Shin Emre, but everyone's cinema. You know, it's just
Shin Emre.
I love it. So I'm meeting these guys. Okay, and here, and actually, I'm gonna get my stuff over here. What's going on? I got Gabe, good Mike. Okay,
this is awesome.
Yeah, so I've got Madeline, awesome. Okay, Dave Schrine's on. Okay, let me I'll show you my setup here, how I do it. JB, what's up? Check out who I got over here. There's Adam. Hello, here we go. There's Adam right there. What's up? Yeah, invite your friends. That'd be awesome, guys. If you
just
okay, because I don't do a lot of these scopes earlier like this, so there's definitely gonna be some people that are gonna jump on that I don't normally get exposed to, which would be great. So hello, okay, awesome. So you can see, I was just telling Adam about this. That this is why you need. This is one of the reasons why I am telling people about getting the Olo clip or at least the fisheye lens. Good? Is that good? Awesome. Okay, guys. And here, let me just grab the. I'm gonna grab my. You know what? I'm gonna go without today because ultimately I'd have to have like the splitter, and I want to make sure I focus on what's going on here. Any recommendations for Periscope products on sale for Amazon Prime today? There's a lot of really good. If you go to periscoperyan.com, backlit. Okay, yep, awesome. Thank you for the reminder there, Carrie. You just told me to show my page so I have better lighting.
This is why we love Periscope.
Right.
Well, 87 people following up. Here we go.
Yep. No, this is really, really awesome. Shut your shades. Hashtag shut your shades. That's what Dave said. So guys, check it out. So we've got the Australia contingent on here. We got Chocolate Johnny, and we've got Adam at Adosh87 is where you can find him. And I think you guys all know where you can find Chocolate Johnny at Chocolate Johnny. The hashtag. Check out. Wait, here. I have it. I want to make sure. Look at that. Look at that. So there's one of his amazing
chocolate freckles. Chocolate freckles.
Cookie, right?
Chocolate freckles.
Freckles on the bottom.
Oh, okay, on the bottom. Awesome. So here's what's really cool. Let me just lay this on you, okay? I don't know if you guys heard. Okay, hey, Raising Clovers. What Chocolate Johnny did is I talk to a lot of businesses, and if you're a business, and even if you're not, this is really important for you guys to just understand how this technology, this platform, is able to transform a business. If you would just really quickly, John, if you would just share, thanks for joining my scope today, Raising Clover said, if you would just share with people really quick what you shared with me. I mean, basically, he's making sales online. I mean, there's a lot of, using Periscope, and I don't know if you want to share that really quick. Is that okay?
Yeah, no worries, mate. G'day, guys. Okay, so in my chocolate factory, in our chocolate store, we make a product that we call in Australia, that Adam and I have grown up with, called chocolate freckles. And so in the US, you guys call them sparkles, and they look like this. I make these really big ones, and on the back is chocolate. So, and we write things on them. So Adam and Ryan are my new BFFs, right? Hashtag, you got to put the hashtag because that's how it works. And we had an order, for 60 of them from just for our retail store. But I made an extra 10, and I thought, let's try this on Periscope. I have never seen anyone do it. So I put on the title, I put hashtag Periscope chocolate sale a couple of other things and emojis, and then I just pressed broadcast. I went to the whiteboard and I just started writing on it. Australia only, unfortunately, because I have a lot of American friends who want to try my chocolate. Don't worry, I'll get to all of you. And what happened was I usually sell them for $20, but I slashed it down to 16, shipping only. I sold the 10 within 3 minutes. It was $160 in sales, and I thought to myself, if I can get on Periscope, do a 24-hour sale from a big bricks and mortar business, what can all these other businesses do? I know everyone sells digital products, but there's a lot of bricks and mortars who are afraid to do anything. You guys have got to get on there. You guys have got to build your followers. You guys have got to build a relationship. My thing is build a relationship. You build the trust to build your business on Periscope. And all of a sudden, you'll have, like me, 10 of these freckles, bang, gone. So I did it quick and easy. It comes through you, and then all of a sudden you're gone. So, yeah, that's how I did it, Ryan.
Yeah, I think that's great. I got some. We got 95 people on. If you just invite, that'd be great. Hey, Dickie, awesome to have you on here. I've got you guys mic'd up. Yeah, you can see them on there. So I've got you guys mic'd up. I've got the Australian Rode mic there on you guys with the monitor, and I've got the other Rode mic here. I've got the splitter from, again, Rode, the S as in Sam, C as in cat, SC6. SC6. Hello from Kuwait, awesome. And if you guys want any of those tools, any of those that I'm talking about right here, so you can do these kind of interviews, then just go to periscoperyan.com. My mic isn't working. Okay. Oh shoot. You know why? Oh, it's plugged in the wrong. Thank you.
You're gonna plug it in, Ryan.
I gotta plug it in correctly. Volume is really low. Can you guys hear me now? Thank you. Awesome, thank you for that. I can always count on Carrie for helping me keep in check with my mics and my audio. So is that better? That should be better. There's Courtney, awesome. Okay, so what's really, really cool is, first of all, I want to just let you guys know, Adam invited me on this hangout. He went for it. It was, he's learning to fail fast, and that's, I think, the most important thing that we're learning right here is that, you just got to do it, and that's, I think, what you were saying, Johnny, as well, is basically you just got to go for it. And as a brick and mortar business, I mean, you sold a good number of your of your wares there, your chocolate, just by doing something. Nobody told you how to do it. No one told you what you just basically said. You know what? I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to write up on the board, where people can get it, what this is all about, what the discount is, and you said, here, give me your, send me an email here. And then, without any text messaging, like you said, maybe, you didn't have like the lenses or anything like that. There's Kevin, and you were able to just do it. I mean, he's doing a great job just taking action, and that's really, I think, the best learning from this. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Adam, because this all started as his
baby.
Interview. So I want to make sure that you're, and if you haven't followed me, you can let me know if you have any other questions. You can just DM me, and I'll answer any questions you have.
Sounds good. Right. Thanks very much. Can you still hear me, Ryan?
Yes.
The audio okay? I'm just trying to get it set up so that this mic's working now. So yeah, I reached out to both of you guys when I was starting out. Chocolate Johnny for a bit of guidance. I saw he was out on Periscope pretty much every day, just, I don't know, emanating and radiating vibrance, and it was just coming off, and it made me want to buy his chocolate straight away, so naturally I was interested. And then I came across you, Ryan, and you gave me a very interesting tip. First up, it was how to do what you're doing right now and what I tried to do, and it didn't go to plan, but we worked through it, and that was how to organize this scope, mind smash, basically.
Yeah.
So I used that. I reached out to Zach Spuckler at heartsoulhustle.com and got him on for a chat, and that sort of helped gain my knowledge, my awareness, and sort of people knowing about me a little bit more. And then I came up with another technique, your one, which I think you're very happy with, basically doing a product review and tagging the company in it with their @ handle and the hashtag. And so I did that with Rode Mic. I took your tactic, and then within 30 seconds to like 5 minutes of scoping, Rode jumped in straight away and were commenting. And so I could directly say to them, guys, I want to be in touch with you. I want to figure out ways to get sponsorship. And then I went one further.
Yeah.
I went out to everyone on Periscope, all guys like you, Chocolate Johnny, you know, everyone who I've been following, and said, would you guys mind doing me a solid? Like, please help me. I was just asking for help. A simple retweet and a favorite on this recent scope, and it got noticed, and it got us in conversations, and you noticed what I did. I took your technique and it worked, and I think you're a little bit shocked. Hopefully I didn't step on your toes, but
Yeah, no, oh, it's good.
It was great. So yeah, pretty much we're both now in conversations with Rode, and I think there's huge potential for what we can do with this. And it feels like you were saying yesterday, I think when you were talking to Zach, as opposed to some of the other social channels where the brands essentially are building them up, we have the chance to sort of set the framework and set the language for how brands are going to be integrated into broadcast. And like with podcasts, you might have an introduction at the start saying, you know, this episode sponsored by Rode Mics. You can head over there and use the checkout code LEGEND to get 10% off any of their SmartLav mics or something like this. I'm not sure how it'll all work, but as you've been talking about for real-world products, we've also got opportunities for digital products, obviously. So there's just this whole world of possibility. The community's building. You know, you've got the Scope Summit in New York, which I would love to come to, Ryan. If you feel like bringing me out, man, you know, I'm your guy.
Yeah, right.
More than happy to come on a plane. I'll even come and intern with you over there at your company. I'm all about digital social media marketing.
Yeah. Heck
But,
yeah.
yeah, there's just you know, opportunities like this. It's so hard to breach through, even on platforms like Twitter, where everyone's got that instant. Well, it's supposedly instant access. Like, you know, you tweet to someone and you expect to hear back, but there's still so much noise. So I think right now is a perfect opportunity for brands to get on, build up that sort of, I don't know, the behind-the-scenes look. Like, we can look into Perfection Chocolates and see Johnny's passion, his knowledge, family history, all this sort of stuff. And straight away, I'm like, I trust this guy. I want to buy from him. And I know that in real life, if I meet you, or when I meet you, Johnny, that you're going to be the same dude that I see on camera. There's no sales pitch. There's no, you know, scammy, quick sign up. It's legitimate. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's totally legit. And I know you've been seeing, and I know Chocolate Johnny's actually he's been commenting in there, and I'm gonna comment here in a second. Chocolate's here in Belgium. Yeah, I see that. And there's been some questions, people asking questions, just saying, you know, just making overall comments like, who are the people on here? So my name is Ryan Steinelson. I have a San Diego-based digital marketing agency, and I use this platform to just basically, you know, get the message out there about what I know the best, which is one of the first things that I know about is how to expand the capabilities of your smartphone to be able to capture a really good video. And that translates from YouTube right over to live stream, and that's what people are, and educate people, yes. Kevin Madison, thank you. And then we have Chocolate Johnny, which, you know, is from Australia, and we have Adam as well, who is a social media legend. And Chocolate Johnny, obviously, he's got a brick and mortar chocolate shop. It's called Perfection Chocolates. Yes, and basically he's learning how to leverage this platform to really get this message out there. I didn't know you were here in SD2. Yeah, I am. And so he's getting his message out there, and people are buying. I mean, Kevin, he's selling product as a brick and mortar. Another fellow, John DeLemme. Oh my goodness, John DeLemme from West. How you doing, John? There's when I know John's on, I know we're starting to attract some interesting people on here. I mean, it's funny because I see people jump on my scopes, like my friends and stuff that I didn't know were on here, and I can't wait until what's up. This is Johnny. So there's another Johnny. You guys probably. John's a great communicator, and John, you're gonna love this platform. Okay, just remember have you done any other scopes, or was I the one who jumped on first? I'd love to think that I was the first scope that you jumped on, but bottom line is this is a huge platform, and guys like you are going to love this. It's basically a impromptu webinar. And you've got brick and mortar guys right here, like my friend here in Australia that is selling. He's selling chocolates right now live by just getting emails, and it's really, really cool. But one of the best. Thank you. So, and by the way, you've got to go to Periscope Ryan. You've got to seriously go to Periscope Ryan, John, and check out some of the tools like the microphone that I'm using right here. You're gonna love it. Okay, so that's my opt-in page. I shot the video, by the way, on my opt-in page over Periscope. At the end of shooting the video, everybody was like, "Yeah, that's a great one. Use that one." So really cool. But yeah, I mean, there's so many. Yep, just did and ordered it. Awesome. I knew you would. Is he Elite Cap? I'm using a tool. If you go to Periscope Ryan at the bottom, you'll see this. And Kevin, there's Kevin, by the way, guys. You asked about if there's anybody that knows about text message SMS systems. Kevin, if you would just comment again there. Kevin Madison is somebody you want to follow because Kevin, what do you think about these guys having some sort of an opt-in, like a quick, like when people are commenting, text the word chocolate to 58885. Can you help these guys get some sort of a SMS system? Can you, if there's anybody that can do it, Kevin, if you put a comment in there, yeah, there's John, but I'm telling you, like, they should definitely have that. Yes, of course. So there's Kevin Madison right there. You definitely want to follow him. He's actually got his own platform, SMS platform, and it's available in the U.S. and Canada, and also in the UK. But I'm sure if anybody knows how to set you guys up, he could do it. So because that's the future. I mean, you guys, when you have the comments and people want to buy, just like SanDisk wanted to buy when Ryan Bell did that Periscope with them, and everybody wanted to buy. You've got to have a way for them to be able to buy, right then and there. So. Yeah, with that,
look, Ryan, it definitely works, and everyone out there who's got a brick and mortar business, and not because I'm Chocolate Johnny. Sure, I've been on it since April the 1st and hammering it, but there's bricks and mortar businesses that can really, really benefit from this. It is so powerful. I mean, right now, most of my people are in the US. I could now physically send 2 pallets of chocolate that are in the thousands of dollars, and I know that I could find a distributor to sell it. So if I can do it through a little chocolate store with a little chocolate factory, then there's businesses out there who I know are too afraid. You've got to do it. And then eventually you can build also a digital product. So get out there and do it. There's people out there on Periscope who are dying to help you. And these people don't want anything. They just want the love and the respect back. And I tell you, it is magic, absolute magic.
Did you guys hear that? And hopefully the audio is pretty good. But yeah, I mean that's a really good point. And I mean basically it's just a matter of taking action. And yeah, Kevin Madison there again. One day testament leverage its practice. Okay, in one day with his testament to the leverage. Yeah, so there's a lot of brick and mortar businesses that can leverage this technology. You were even just talking about possibly, you're now starting to think, hey, man, I can open up an extension of my store here in the U.S. because let's face it, there's a lot of U.S. people here. I mean, you would do really well here in either L.A. or San Diego because there's a lot of people that you already know, and that you've got how many people are following you right now? You got 1,000 people or more, right?
Yeah, mate. Honestly, I don't really look at that, but someone told me the other day I got 1,400 followers. And I think, I reckon 95 or 90% of that are in the US. So, potentially I could have those people buying my products straight away.
Yeah, right from their cell phone, because this is a live streaming technology. I mean, it's a cell phone-based technology. Periscope, Meerkat, any of the live streaming tools. John, I hope you're listening. John Lemmy. This is where people are being trained and getting used to. They're getting used to buying on their smartphone. And you need a way to be able to give them the buy button to their smartphone very, very quickly. And the best and fastest and most efficient way to do that is with some sort of a short code opt-in for, like that, or not opt-in, but just a short code keyword like chocolate, or for me, it's it's type the word send the word Periscope to 58885, and then you get, yep, I'm here, brilliant. So, and by the way, John, just you've seen these. I mean, so for my landing page that you've seen for periscoperyan.com, if you just text the word Periscope to 58885, the same thing. So I use Instant Customer to set up my SMS, but there's other ones, and the one that Kevin Madison and I were talking about on Friday is awesome. And it's actually very, very easy to use. Instant Customer is not cheap, and it's not for the faint of heart. Kevin's solution is a very, very easy solution to use, and it's one that we're going to be talking about on Friday. So it'd be great to have anybody that's on here that are especially in the U.S., UK, or Canada, and then eventually we'll figure out. Kevin, did you guys get any comments from Kevin on what solutions are down there in Australia? Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, I think someone said there was a platform available already, but we'll have to look into it a little bit more. But we had a few questions popping up there, which I think you both can sort of cover as well. They were asking Chocolate Johnny, did you talk about chocolate straight up, or your brand, or how did you build relationships?
No, actually, it's funny you should say that. I have two accounts. I've got @PerfectionChocs and @ChocolateJohnny. So what happened was, and this might be good for people who don't know how to separate the personal and the business. So what happened is of course I got on PerfectionChocs, and I thought, yes, this is the way to do it. And I started scoping just the area where I live, and people were saying, oh, g'day, g'day. Then I started watching people, and people were saying, oh, g'day, PerfectionChocs, g'day, oh, hi, PerfectionChocs. And I thought, hang on, they don't know me. And then I scoped again, and I thought, no. So I quickly changed to Chocolate Johnny, and I scoped just the same area again, and it went crazy. And then I slowly blended into going to the shop, and then I slowly went to the factory, and all of a sudden Chocolate Johnny is the brand of Perfection Chocolates, but Perfection Chocolates is also a brand in itself. And I just merged the two together. So if you've got two accounts, one personal, one business, you've got to work out which works well together, but also you can blend them together, and it's just been absolutely phenomenal for me.
So it's almost showing the man behind the brand a little bit. Like, you still can be talking about, Perfection Chocolates does this, or Ryan, yes, you talk about, your digital marketing agency, what you guys do for your customers. But then you've also got the main driving force is you, or me, or the individual behind those brands, and you can understand how that brand operates because you're the guys behind it. So again, that's where that authenticity comes through, I think, and is going to translate into fans, mad raving fans, because they learn to love you, the person, rather than just this faceless brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It comes back.
No, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, it comes back to now. Adam, you've started your new website. You launched it today. You're the social media legend. So you are the legend. Adam is the brand. I now don't have to look at a website and see your photo. I now can go, oh, great, he's on. What's he going to tell me today? So now you are the brand. You are the person. You're alive, and I'm excited to see what happens next with you. I mean, I've just seen you grow from, oh my God, I don't know what to do, and now all of a sudden, bang, look at it, social media legend has been launched. Look out, the skyrocket is coming.
Yeah, I know. You know what? It's like we started off with your scope. It was, you've got the the thing that was around your shoulder, and now like people know you as like that's part of your brand, and that's what I'm gonna remember you by. And people know me with my my crazy scope stack. It's because what they saw me with first, and Johnny, you blended very well. I like how you did that. It's Chocolate Johnny, because you're the brand. You are, that's so you blended those two very well, and I like how you did that. And like me, it's Periscope Ryan. Brian, Brian DeFonso. He doesn't call me Ryan. He's like, oh, Periscope Ryan. It's like, and I'm like, oh, well, that's probably what it is. It's like it happens naturally. And that's when you know that it's right. It's when it happens natural like that. And you're only going to get these kind of things to happen Okay, hook me up. I'm gonna. You know I am, Corey. That's one of my clients right there, property managed. So here's the bottom line: is that it's only gonna happen natural like that. And Corey, you got one. Look who I'm talking to. Your buddies, in Australia. So he's one of my Australian buddies, so anyway, so it's kind of cool because I've got a lot of, like I said, I mean, Australia, New Zealand, down there. So I'm going to be coming down there, Corey, because they were just talking, by the way, about having and you guys got to connect with
Periscope Summit Australia. That's what we want to do.
Yeah, there's Corey right there, property managed. Thanks, man. If you guys definitely want to, he's got some really cool scopes. He works for a really large property management company there, and so it's really cool. I love creating these connections. So see there, good day, mate. See, he's one of your homies. So Periscope Ryan is on Google, but fourth down. So what's really cool, I wanted to tell you guys, is that I think this, again, it does happen naturally when you put yourself out there. When you go to the social media days, when you go to, it'll just happen naturally. Like with you, Johnny, people were giving this feedback, and then it was like, it's Chocolate Johnny, because they were talking about your Perfection chocolates, and then Adam, you're gonna have the same thing happen because you're putting yourself out there. You took this action today, and something's gonna come out of this, and you're gonna get, it's gonna get better and better every single time you do it. So Subaru just came to a client of ours. Wow, that's really cool. So what's really, anyway, so what else? What other questions do you guys have? Have you guys seen any other really good questions coming in there? Adam or Johnny?
No, I've just been trying to keep up with you guys. It's just so much info being shared right now. It's just fantastic. So maybe yeah, I just think it's important to sort of reiterate for anyone sort of starting out on Periscope that I've been on here for just like 3 or 4 weeks. Johnny's been on since like March 27th. I think he's
1st of April. 1st of April, because my kids did a April Fool's joke on me. I'll never forget it.
What happened?
Hey, say again?
What happened with that, Johnny?
I was Periscoping and I saw it and I downloaded it and they started jumping all over it. And then I thought, just let me do this. I want to try this new app. They go, Dad, you just know nothing about technology. And I thought, boys, if you could see me now.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So
you've been on it for like 7 weeks as well. So, you don't need to be like amazing, like a tech wizard. You can just be sort of, I don't know, it just takes a little bit of watching along. Like you see other scopers, how they sort of run the show. How you get involved as a follower first and foremost. I think like if you're jumping in being like open boobs, follow for follow, like follow me and shouting out in the comments, like no one's going to start interacting with you. But if you jump in there in the comments and offer valuable information to help grow these conversations, people are going to start noticing you as well, and you start coming up with, oh, that'd be great to talk about on a scope, and you just hit that button and get it going. So for everyone just starting out, like, just take the plunge, I think, and you just grow so rapidly. Again, like I've been on less than a month, and look at us now. We're all sort of scoping. This is creating amazing connections, no doubt, and I have no idea what else will be in the future, but it's just growing massively. So
and everyone out there, this is what you've got to look at with Adam. Social media legend. Adam's only been on there for, what did you say, Adam? 3 weeks. Not that much at all. But what Adam has done, he's taken it by the like they say, the bull by the horns, and he's reached out to guys. He's reached out to Periscope Ryan. He's reached out to Zach Buckler. He's reached out to all these guys, and you know what? They've all reached back and said, "Sure, buddy, come along and let me help you." And that's why this platform is unreal. Doesn't matter if you don't have a lens or this or that, just get on and do it. And reach out to people, engage and ask for help. Someone will help you, but do it.
Yeah, I agree. And with that, it feels like it's a small global community, and it's growing very fast. I mean, like you said earlier, Alex Pettit put up that picture on Twitter. 7 million people are now using Periscope in only 7 months. Someone was smart to recognize the popular request, sleazy, but yeah. So bottom line is that I don't know the numbers exactly. I'll bet you that this is probably growing twice as fast as any other social media platform at this. Yeah, I mean, and the reason why is because, hey, what's going on, Maurice? Bottom line is that it's because of the engagement, because of the ability to be able to engage with people, and also repurpose the videos as well. Which, by the way, I found a really cool. There is a tool for you to be able to record your videos and upload them to YouTube. It's called. Oh man! If anybody can type it in really quick, I just hired somebody last night for this, and I was going to pay them $10 a video, and it's something.me. It's I'll get it in a second here, and I'll scope it out. No, not Reflector. It's actually it's a web page that you go to. It's a website, and it will actually not join.me, but I'll give it to you guys in a second. I'd have to get out of my scope. He's actually on my phone. I put it in my notes section. But I will. And I would highly recommend that you guys do that. Bottom line is definitely save your content, because ultimately, like when I speak at the Periscope Summit, I want to have the whole previous month's recordings, so that people that do follow me can have access to them, through either YouTube or some other way. And because this is all really good content, you can repurpose this content and put it in on other platforms as well, which is really, really important to do. So.
If it's utilize any of these platforms, if it's 12 seconds on Instagram, if it's 20 or 30 on Twitter, there's no reason why you can't create previews for these videos of why people should be following you. It's creating this brand integration, and it's becoming so much easier. And people can be overwhelmed at the start, like which platforms do I use? How do I build a following? What do I focus on? What content do I do? But I think if you're just doing little bits at a time, chipping away, and again, that's sort of why I started Social Media Legend, to really help people understand how they can engage with their following and create these pages to really help launch your online brand. And Ryan, you're going to love this. Just got a tweet from Rode Mics saying the SmartLav Plus is a simple addition to any scoper wanting to prove their audio. Just ask Ryan Steinolfson, Alex Pettit, or Adosh87. They just sent out a tweet. So that'll
Adam, I've got a. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, Adam, I've got a few people asking me I'm watching Ryan here. A lot of people are asking me who you are and what do you do. So, mate, just give us what I call the G'day restart. And tell us who you are and what you're doing and how you're going to help us take it to the next level.
Thanks, Johnny. Okay, I'll do a quick reset, Alex Pettit style. We'll go for 45 seconds. So, g'day, gang. My name's Adam Shinemre. I've just launched socialmedialegend.com. Basically, I come from a graphic design background. I've moved into a marketing role, and just with all my knowledge and passion for social media, I've decided that I may as well start helping out other people as well, because there's so much out there to choose from, like which platforms to use, who to follow. But I'm trying to sort of break it down, simple ways to help you guys understand how to launch your brand online and really utilize each of these platforms like Periscope, like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And yeah, pretty much here to help, guys.
Yeah. That's awesome, and that's, I mean, what's really cool is that you're growing your brand very rapidly, and I've seen you really take the advice, like really run with it. It's really cool to see that. There's a couple, and by the way, that one app that I was gonna say is Catch.me, Katch.me, and it does record, by the way. It does record. It's not an app, by the way. It's actually a website. If you go to Katch.me, it'll actually record with the comments, with the hearts, I've been told. So it's K. It's not C. It's actually K as in kite. And that's from Namaste Man, and Fusion also said that as well. Yeah. So Catch, K-A-T. Yeah. So basically, not Latch.me.
Getting there. There we go.
There we go. That's it.
What is it?
That's it.
Right.
So yeah,
KATCH. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, so that's it. So basically, you guys can use that, and you can repurpose exactly. So Richard and John, thanks for Delemy, thanks for the congratulations there for speaking of the summit. I saw that, and then so yeah, I'm really excited to have have this. And what, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm learning another really cool little tip here. Aussies can't spell. Who's on the computer? So here's the bottom line: is and I don't know. Do you guys see? You can see my phone. It's kind of neat to be able to see the phone, isn't it? To be able to see that. What I'd really like is to be able. Thank you, Kevin. I'm gonna call you in a little bit here. I'd really like to. I'm gonna make these bigger. I keep forgetting every time So I've actually, by the way, created a 24-point checklist for what you want to do when you actually do these scopes. That probably would have helped today, wouldn't have happened. Yeah. So, so next time, I'm gonna make. I wanted to see somebody else. I couldn't be the only one that struggled initially, so I had to see. This is your initiation. We didn't tell you. This is part of the initiation program.
Actively let me struggle and fumble my way through the live broadcast.
Now you've proven yourself. So now I'm gonna send you all the tips. So, so what's really cool is that and I forgot what I was going to say, but bottom line is that yeah, I've got the 24-point checklist. Yeah, where do we find it? I'm gonna send it to you guys. For you all that have opted in already, I'm gonna send it out as a link. So if you go to periscoperyan.com, then you'll be able to find it there. Again, periscoperyan.com. Yeah, I know. People have been commenting about my jacket, and yeah, unfortunately, one of the things I can get by when I'm doing my normal business during the day with my customers. They can only see that I'm business up top and not party down below. But unfortunately, with the wide angle lens, you guys can see that I'm actually party down below in the sense that I've got my shorts on. So you're not supposed to see
the shorts.
But yeah,
Periscope Ryan's rocking the shorts.
That's a beautiful Periscope. We get to see under the counter, behind the
Right, I know, it's Miami Vice, I know, it's total retro, and yes, that's of my era, so I know exactly what you're talking about when you say Miami Vice. I remember watching it when I was younger. So, but anyway, so this was awesome, and I'm really, I'm glad that we did this. I'm glad that I was able to connect with you both. I mean, both you guys, Adam and Johnny. Really cool. This is what I would suggest for you guys to do, is to do this right here, because this right here is what allows you to connect with people. And yeah, John, I know. So it allows you to connect with people, and it also, and this is the little secret, and you guys have heard this before, is that if you really want to grow your following, then you interview people like this over a Google Hangout. If you really want to expand your influence, then you connect with people, and then you connect with them this way, and then you get the added benefit of actually getting introduced to the people that they already know, because they invite their people, just like I invited on your scope, and vice versa, and it works great. He started, and he scoped, and then he passed it over to me, and mark my words, this is the way that it's going to be done in the future. They're going to. This is the way that big webinar guys do it, and you guys aren't in the digital marketing space. But Kevin, am I speaking truth here? I mean, Kevin's in this space. He knows. They all. I mean, basically, what you guys have is you've got the equivalent of what we like to refer to in the digital marketing space as a list. Your followers are your list. They're your people. You've grown your list. I mean, people, right? You're smart, Kevin. I mean, and this is what this has also done for people. You don't even realize it, but that is you're getting all the tools that we've, the email list. I mean, you're getting all the tools in this system, in this platform, handed to you. And it's a webinar, it's a email system, everything all in one. And you guys like you, Johnny, are just doing it. It's working, and so it's really interesting for me to see it from a, because and this is one thing I've learned. I'll wrap it up with this for me, is that bottom line is that I've thought that I had to do it a certain way in the digital marketing space in order for it to be done correctly, and really what I'm learning is that I'm learning from a chocolate brick and mortar owner from Australia more about digital marketing in this one session here than I've learned in a long time, you know, and it's really cool. So
I'll send you a box of chocolates for it, Ryan.
and I get chocolates.
and everyone asks what's in that. When next time they ask what's in that road sack, Mike, I'm going to put a chocolate in there. You're going to say it's Chocolate Johnny's chocolate.
Chocolate stack from Chocolate Johnny.
That would work. That would probably actually, people would love that, to get a little extra surprise. It's kind of like you get the ice cream and the thing on the bottom, and you get that extra little, the chocolate, man. That's gonna help us with that. So what I wanted to, so any other questions? I mean, I don't know if you guys, I mean, I've got something coming up here in about 10 minutes, so I gotta jump, but
I think we'll let's finish it up. I think, guys, it's been an awesome scope so far, and I really appreciate both of you taking the time to let me connect with you on such a big scale. And I'm sure we've got plenty more times ahead where we're going to be doing this sort of thing. So, Chocolate Johnny, thank you so much for your time this morning, and Ryan as well. Maybe we'll just end the broadcast in a second and just do a little sign-off outside of this, if you don't mind, just a little quick chat. But for everyone who's still watching at home, thanks for all the new followers, all the new comments. It's been amazing. Hopefully you can come along with us as we learn about this amazing new platform and really help you guys build your brands, because I think this is what it's all about. Johnny, this is becoming your sort of mantra. We mentioned authenticity, but it's also about sharing and coming from a place of abundance. There's plenty of room for everyone for a piece of the chocolate pie. We've all got to share it, and there's lots to go around. So, thank you everyone for following and being involved so far. It's seriously been incredible. I've just I've my heart's been pumping this whole time. It's just so
cool.
exciting. Yeah, thanks again, guys. I guess we'll wrap it.
Thanks, and thank you, and awesome meeting you guys. And we'll definitely do this again.
Excellent.
All right.
No worries, man.
Alrighty. So
all good.